Summer Bear, Life Balance Education, and Salt Lake Community College present the Mockingjay Players in the Hunger Games Mockingjay radio drama. Katniss has agreed to be the Mockingjay with some conditions. One of them being to publicly announce immunity for the victors left in the capital. Life in District 13 is very hard. They have very strict rules. Katniss's prep team was kidnapped from the capital, and they have been imprisoned for taking a slice of bread.
Katniss, President Coin is running the district. She can't do it if it seems like she is caving into your every will.
You mean she can't stand any dissent, even if it's fair?
I mean, you put her in a bad position, making her give Peeta and the others immunity, when we don't even know what sort of damage they've caused.
So I should have just gone with the program and let other tributes take their chances? Not that it matters, because that's what we're all doing anyway.
We're scheduled to go down to Special Defense to meet Beettee. Are you ready?
Yeah, sure.
You still angry with me?
And you're still not sorry.
I stand by what I said. But would you want me to lie about it?
No. I want you to rethink it and come up with the right opinion.
We're here to see Beettee.
He's in the aerodynamic study room.
Where's that?
Follow that yellow line and you will find him.
Oh. This is the first beautiful thing I've seen since we came to 13.
It's a flower garden. It's so refreshing, and the air is cool and breathable. And it's all underground. Look, there's Beettee.
Gale, Katniss, come on over.
What are those?
Hummingbirds, aren't they magnificent? 13 has been studying their aerodynamics here for years. Forward and backward flight, and speeds up to 60 miles per hour. If I could only build you wings like these, Katniss.
Doubt I could manage them, Beettee.
Here 1 second, gone the next. Can you bring a hummingbird down with an arrow?
I've never tried. Not much meat on them.
No, and you're not one to kill for sport. I bet they'd be hard to shoot.
You could ensnare them, maybe. Take a net with a very fine mesh and enclose an area and leave a mouth of a couple of square feet. Bait the inside with a nectar flower. When they're feeding, snap the mouth shut. They'll fly away from the noise and encounter the other side of the net.
Would that work?
I don't know. Just an idea. They might outsmart it.
They might. But you're playing on their natural instincts to flee danger. Thinking like your prey, that's where you're going to find their vulnerabilities.
Beettee, Plutarch said you had something for me.
I do. Your new bow. How's Finnick doing?
He's having concentration problems.
Concentration problems, huh? If you knew what Finnick's been through the last few years, you'd know how remarkable it is he's still with us at all. Tell him that I've been working on a new trident for him, will you? Ah, here we are. Special weaponry.
The walls.
Look over there. Rows of weapons, and Katniss over there. Rows of armored vehicles.
Yes, of course, the Airborne Division is housed separately.
Of course it is. Gale, look at all the archery weapons. I don't know why my simple bow and arrows would be kept in here. They would be out of place.
Gale, maybe you'd like to try out a few of these.
Seriously?
You'll be issued a gun eventually for battle, of course. But if you appear as part of Katniss's team in Propose, one of these bows would look a little showier. I thought you might like to find one that suits you.
Yeah, I would.
I'll be right back.
These bows don't seem very fair to the deer with all the scopes and gadgetry.
Wouldn't be using them on deer, would I?
So, it'd be easy for you? Killing people?
I didn't say that. But if I had had a weapon that could have stopped what I saw happen in 12, if I had had a weapon that could have kept you out of the arena, I would have used it.
Me too.
Here, Katniss, this is for you.
Oh, Beettee, it's beautiful. This bow, it looks like a bird in flight, and the balance is exquisite. Beettee, what is it doing? Why do I feel a vibration from it?
Oh, it's saying hello. It heard your voice.
It recognized my voice?
Only your voice. You see, they want me to design a bow based purely on looks. As part of a costume. But I kept thinking, what a waste. I mean, what if you need it sometime? As more than a fashion accessory. So I left the outside simple and left the inside to my imagination. Best explained in practice. Now the arrows are special. The ones with red feathers are explosive. The blue ones are incendiary. And the yellow ones are razor sharp. Are you and Gale ready to try these bows out?
Yes.
Then let's go to the target range.
There you go, Katniss. You look beautiful.
We mustn't forget your Mockingjay pin.
Yes. Now, Katniss, stand right over here. Finnick, get that fog machine going.
We need a little wind on her. Katniss, move to your left 2 steps. That's good.
I think that does it. Katniss, don't move. Clear set. Roll camera. And cut. Great, let's get that footage up on the monitors.
She looks so imposing and sexy.
Look how the smoke makes it look like she's about to burst into flames.
Well, people will either want to kill you, kiss you, or be you.
This is exactly the image we want.
Yes, she looks good. Katniss, we're going to shoot a small propo to show President Coin. Cressida, get her ready.
So, Katniss, in this propo, you have been battling for the freedom of Panem. You are surrounded by comrades in arms who have died in the battle, and you need to rally the living. You turn to the camera and shout, "People of Panem, we fight, we dare, we end our hunger for justice."
Places, everyone. Quiet on set. Roll camera. Action.
People of Panem, we fight, we dare, we end our hunger for justice.
Oh, that is rich. That, my friends, is how a revolution dies. Welcome, everyone. Thank you, President Coin, for calling this meeting. I really appreciate all of you coming. First of all, we need to look at the propo we shot yesterday.
People of Panem, we fight, we dare, we end our hunger for justice.
All right. Would anyone like to argue if this is of use to us in winning the war? No? Good, that saves us some time. So let's all be quiet for a minute. I want everyone to think of one incident where Katniss Everdeen genuinely moved you. Not where you were jealous of her hairstyle, or her dress went up in flames, or she made a halfway decent shot with an arrow. Not where Peeta was making you like her. I want to hear one moment where she made you feel something real.
I cried when she drugged Peeta so she could get him medicine, and when she kissed him goodbye. Oh, maybe I shouldn't have said anything.
Oh yeah, drugs. Peeta to save his life. Very nice.
When she volunteered to take Prim's place at the reaping because I'm sure she thought she was going to die.
All right, good. Excellent example. Somebody else?
When she sang the song while the little girl died.
Oh, come on. Who didn't get choked up at that?
Her defiance of the capital's inhumanity when she took the berries out.
When she took Rue on as an ally.
When she took out the berries because she loved Peeta and couldn't live without him.
When she extended her hand to Chaff on the interview night.
When she tried to carry Mag.
So, the question is, what do all of these things have in common?
They were all Katniss. No one told her what to do or what to say.
Unscripted, yes. So we should just leave you alone, right?
Well, that's all very nice, but not very helpful. Unfortunately, her opportunities for being wonderful are rather limited here in 13, so unless you're suggesting we toss her into the middle of combat...
That's exactly what I'm suggesting. Put her out in the field and just keep the cameras rolling.
But people think she's pregnant.
We will spread word that she lost her baby from electrical shock in the arena. It's very sad. Very unfortunate.
If she only performs well in real-life circumstances, then into them she should go. Every time we coach her or give her lines, the best we can hope for is okay at best. It has to come from her. That's what people are responding to.
Even if we're careful, we can't guarantee her safety. She'll be a target for everyone.
I want to go. I'm no help to the rebels here.
And if you are killed?
Make sure you get some footage. You can use that anyway.
Fine. But let's take this one step at a time. Find the least dangerous situation that can evoke some spontaneity in you. Let's see the map. Take her into 8 this afternoon. There was heavy bombing this morning, but this raid seems to have run its course. I want her armed with a squad of bodyguards and camera crew on the ground. Haymitch, you'll be airborne and in contact with her. Let's see what happens there. Does anyone have any other comments?
Wash her face. She's still a girl and you made her look 35. Feels wrong. Like something the Capitol would do.
Okay, then this meeting is adjourned.
Katniss, I'd like to talk to you. Alone.
Katniss, do you want me to stay?
What are you worried about? I'm the one who needs the bodyguard. She attacked me the last time we were alone.
It's okay.
If you're sure.
Yes, I'm sure.
All right, Katniss, we're gonna have to work together again. We need to get it out in the open, so go ahead and just say it.
I can't believe you didn't rescue Peeta.
I know.
Now it's your turn.
I can't believe you let him out of your sight that night!
I know. I play it over and over in my head. What could I have done to keep him by my side without breaking the alliance? But nothing comes to me.
You didn't have a choice. And even if I could have made Plutarch stay and rescue him that night, the whole hovercraft would have gone down. We barely got out as it was. Katniss, he's not dead yet.
We're still in the games?
Still in, and I'm still your mentor. When you're on the ground, remember I'm airborne. I'll have the better view, so do what I tell you.
We'll see.
Are you ready to go?
Yes, let's do this.
Katniss, they won't let me go. I told them I'm fine, but they won't even let me ride in the hovercraft.
He really doesn't look fine in that hospital gown with his tangled hair. Not the same Finnick I first met. Oh, I forgot. It's a stupid concussion. I was supposed to tell you to report to Beettee in special weaponry. He's designed a new trident for you.
Really? What's it do?
I don't know, but if it's anything like my bow and arrows, you're going to love it. But you'll need to train with it.
Right. Of course. I guess I better get going down there.
Finnick? Maybe you should put some pants on before you head down.
Why?
He is stripping down to his underwear and posing. Now that's the Finnick I know.
Do you find my body distracting?
I'm only human, Odair. Sorry about that, Boggs.
Don't be. I thought you handled that well. Better than me having to arrest him.
Where did you get all these aircrafts?
Some we manufacture, some were part of the Capitol's Air Force. They've been updated, of course.
So, you had all this, and you left the rest of the districts defenseless against the Capitol?
It's not that simple. We were in no position to launch a counterattack until recently. We could barely stay alive. After we'd overthrown and executed the Capitol's people, only a handful of us knew how to pilot. We could have nuked them with missiles, yes. But there's always the larger question. If we engage in that type of war with the Capitol, would there be any human life left?
That sounds like what Peeta said. And you called him a traitor.
Because he called for a ceasefire. You'll notice neither side has launched nuclear weapons. We're working it out the old-fashioned way. The hovercraft is over here, Soldier Everdeen.
Katniss, you should know that every district is currently at war with the Capitol except 2. Despite its participation in the Hunger Games, District 2 always had a favored relationship with our enemies. They get more food and better living conditions. After the Dark Days and the supposed destruction of 13, District 2 became the new capital center of defense. It was publicly presented as the home of the nation's stone quarries. In the same way that 13 was known for graphite mining, District 2 not only manufactures weaponry, it trains and supplies peacekeepers.
You mean some of the peacekeepers are born in 2? I thought they all came from the capital.
And that's what you're supposed to think. And some of them do come from the capital, but its population can never sustain a force that size. Then there's the problem of recruiting capital-raised citizens for a dull life of deprivation in the districts. A 20-year commitment to the peacekeepers. No marriage, no children allowed. Some buy into it for honor. Others take it on as an alternative to punishment. For instance, join the peacekeepers, and your debts are forgiven. Many people are swamped in debt in the capital, but not all of them are fit for military duty. So District 2 is where we get our additional troops. It's a way for their people to escape poverty and a life in the quarries. They're raised with a warrior mindset. You've seen how eager their children are to be volunteers and tributes.
But all the other districts are on our side?
Yes. Our goal is to take over the districts one by one, ending with District 2, thus cutting off the capital's supply chain. Then, once it's weakened, we invade the capital itself. That will be a whole other type of challenge, but we'll cross that bridge when we come to it.
If we win, who would be in charge of the government?
Everyone. We're going to form a republic where the people of each district and the capital can elect their own representatives to be their voice in a centralized government.
But I don't...
Don't look so suspicious. It has worked before.
In books, Plutarch.
In history books. And if our ancestors could do it, we can do it too.
And if we lose?
If we lose, then I would expect next year's Hunger Games to be quite unforgettable.
Get ready. We have arrived. We're going that way, towards the warehouses. That's where they have the hospital.
You want to film me in the hospital? It won't work. I won't be good there.
You will. Just let them see you. That will do more for them than any doctor in the world could. This is Commander Paylor of 8. Commander, Soldier Katniss Everdeen.
Yeah, I know who she is. You're alive then? We weren't sure.
I'm still not sure myself.
She's been in recovery, bad concussion, miscarriage, but she insisted on coming by to see you're wounded.
Well, we've got plenty of those.
You think this is a good idea? Assembling the wounded like this?
I think it's slightly better than leaving them to die.
That's not what I meant.
Well, currently, that's my other option. But if you come up with a third and get coin to back it, I'm all ears. Come on in, Mockingjay. Your public awaits.
Gale, don't leave my side.
I'm right here.
Katniss, is it really you? You're alive. We didn't know. People said you were, but we didn't know.
I got pretty banged up, but I got better. Just like you will.
I've got to tell my brother. Eddie, she's here. Katniss Everdeen.
You did great.
We got some nice stuff in there. I didn't do much, really.
You have to give yourself some credit for what you've done in the past.
That's a mixed bag.
Well, you're not perfect by a long shot, but times being what they are, you'll have to do.
I can't believe you let those people touch you. I kept expecting you to break for the door.
Shut up.
Your mother's going to be very proud of you when she sees that footage.
My mother won't even notice me. She'll be too appalled by the conditions in there. Boggs, is it like this in every district?
Yes. Most are under attack. We're trying to get in aid wherever we can, but it's not enough. We've got to get to the airstrip immediately. There's a problem.
What kind of problem?
Incoming bombers. Let's move. Katniss, put your helmet on.
Katniss,
What?
listen to me. We can't land during the bombing, but it's imperative you're not spotted.
So, they don't know I'm here?
Intelligence thinks not. They think that this raid was already scheduled. There's a light blue warehouse 3 down from you. It has a bunker in the far north corner. Can you get there?
We'll do our best.
You've got maybe 45 seconds to the next wave.
You all right?
Yeah, I don't think they've seen me. I mean, they're not following us.
No, they targeted something else.
I know. There's nothing back there, but...
The hospital. They targeted the hospital.
But there's nothing there but the wounded!
Katniss, don't you even think about...
I can't hear you.
Tell me she didn't just take her earpiece out, damn it!
Katniss, run! Don't stop! Up to the roof. We can help with the machine gun.
Does Boggs know you're up here?
He knows where we are, all right?
I bet he does. You've been trained on those guns?
I have in 13, but I'd rather use my own weapon.
Yes, we've got our bows. It's more deadly than it looks.
It would have to be. All right, we expected at least 3 more waves. They have to drop their shields before they release the bombs. That's our chance. Stay low.
Better start with fire.
They're coming in V formation. Reminds me of how Gale and I used to hunt. Gale! Geese!
Katniss is on the ground in District 8 during a Capitol bombing run. How will she and Gale survive? Find out next time in Part 3 of the Hunger Games Mockingjay radio drama. Until then...
May the odds be ever in your favor.